Hello everyone. When preparing for an exam, we need to process a large volume of information, which can be very confusing and overwhelming. To organize information, we can apply the concept of mind maps. Mind maps can be applied in situations when topics and subtopics are related and interconnected. So in this video, we are going to use a demo study session to show you how you can use mind maps easily and effectively. So, for example, let's say in one of the slides you come across the concept of fixed cost. In another slide, you come across the concept of variable cost. And in another slide, you see marginal cost. So, in this situation, we can apply mind maps. The first step would be to obtain a large piece of paper so that you can put in all of this information and have a bird's eye view. We can use a A4 paper in the landscape format, or we could just glue together smaller papers. Now, the second step is to note that all of these ideas fall under the category of cost. So that is why, firstly, we can write down the main topic under which all of these falls. And the next step would be to note that all of these fixed cost, variable cost are connected to the concept of cost. So I'm using a shorthand MC for marginal cost, VC for variable cost, and FC for fixed cost. Now, when we start preparing our notes, my advice would be to keep it as concise and simple as possible so that it's easier when you revise. So, for example, fixed cost is mainly the cost that does not vary with production. So, let's just note that down, right? So, it is a cost that doesn't change with production. And let's note down what variable cost means. Essentially, it is a cost that changes with production. And marginal cost is basically the change in total cost that results from producing one additional unit. Now, when you present the information like this, when you have the information in front of you like this, it becomes very easy to note the patterns, the similarities, and the differences, right? So, for example, we can clearly see that fixed cost, that it doesn't change, right? Variable cost, it changes. So it's very easy for your mind to remember this information and connect this information and process this information. Similarly, your mind can spot that marginal cost is a very precise concept related to one additional unit. And you could also note down the formulas connected to these concepts. So, for example, if your exam is going to be mathematical, you might need the formula total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. So, this formula is connected to these variable and fixed cost concepts. And marginal cost has a very different formula, change in total cost divided by change in quantity. So even if the exam is mathematical, using mind maps can be very, very helpful. You would know when to use which formula. So for example, if the question is related to marginal cost, you can easily understand you should use this formula. If the question is related to total cost, fixed cost, or variable cost, you would know that you have to use this formula. So I have used this technique very effectively for my studies. It helped me a lot, and I hope this will help you as well. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.